Welcome back. As you guys can tell by the title of the screen, we are back. Me and my fiance are back on some, yes, For Honor. I know you guys like this stuff. I know you guys just love watching me play For Honor with Amanda. I'm sorry if Amanda's not recording. She wanted me to live stream.
Well, I could try to do it.
No, don't do it this time, because you know how last time we did it, it glitched.
Oh.
It lagged and shit the whole time and kicked us both out.
Yeah. Until they put everybody back in school.
But as I can tell, like I said before, go show her some love on her channel, guys. And by the way, and if you guys didn't watch my last video I did GTA video. Go show some love to my good friend Jason Brackett. By the way, his gamer tag, his YouTube name is Jason Space and then Brackett with 2 T's. And he has 6 subscribers. That's how, and he plays Fortnite. We just did a GTA video together. But if you guys want to go check it out, be sure to do. I'm sure he would love the all support and all that stuff. And
plus we'll do Friday 13th with her too.
Oh, and by the way, that's another thing. If you guys want to see me, Amanda, and Jason, or not Jason, but his wife likes Friday the 13th. But if you all want to see that, hopefully by then Anthony's back talking to us again. We can play all of us together, all 4 of us. If not, we just do 3 because it's, you know, whatever.
Well, AKA Ghost Boy.
Yeah, that's a good name for him. AKA Ghost Boy. AKA he's dead. No, I'm kidding. And another thing, guys, I just found out today. I did not know this until 5 minutes ago. But I don't know if anybody else has played the game. You guys probably never heard of this, but me and Mom know this game from, and this tells you how old I am, okay? Man, do you know this game? But if you guys ever played a game for Sega Genesis called Street of Rage, but I don't know when exactly it came out per se. I can't really give a, but as I said, if you guys know the game, it is out officially as of the 30th of April. I did not know this. It came out for, what was it? It came out for this system.
PS4.
It came out for PS4 April 30th. I did not know this. If I would have knew it, I would have posted it a long time ago. I'm sorry if I didn't know. But I will try, and I'm going. I will. And it's not gonna be both. It's not gonna be me and Amanda doing it on each other's channels. It's gonna be on just my channel. But it's gonna be me, Amanda, my mom, all playing Street of Rage 4. So be looking forward to be coming to my channel. Just whenever I get paid, or before that, just whenever. Whenever the weather gets not raining, because we're broke folk and don't have a passenger side window on, or not passenger side, but driver's side window on our car. So, yeah. I hate being broke. It sucks. But you know, you kind of learn to deal with it. Okay, technically, okay. Honestly, I mean, I'm not broke, but I'm broke enough. I only got what, $16 to my name. That to me is broke. But hey, you do what you do. You do what you can do.
Well, if you call that broke, I only got $5 today.
Yeah, you used to got money.
Did we both go with the same person?
I'm not trying to use my Viking guy so much now because I got him so high up in the armor. It's like his armor's like 133.
Damn. My one chick's 133.
No, your one chick is 100 or more.
You captured Zone A.
Oh damn! Welcome to the view, the channel. Appreciate your support. It means a lot. Come from the last video, guys. I did, guys. By the way, a big thank you goes out to. I think it was like what? I think I said 14 people watched my GTA video. I think it was like either 14 or I had a good bit.
You lost Zone C.
And guys, I'm sorry if I post at this time of night. I got other things like I got other games I play with. I got a friend of mine I play. What's it called with Snow Runner. He lives in Las Vegas. So I play online with him until he goes to work, and then after that, I'm on here with Manda playing either this or Crew 2 or something with her.
Oh, oh, you bitch. Die, bitch. Oh, what the heck? Can you take her? Need help over there?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
No, I said I'm good. I got this guy.
Alright. Oh, fuck you, bitch. Motherfucker.
If you guys are wondering why I camp in one spot, it helps to get my points up.
Yeah, we gotta reach.
If you camp in one spot and just keep waiting for them to come at you, they'll eventually come after you, and you can get as many kills as you want, and also get your points because you can keep racking points up staying here. Plus, it keeps you from stealing Amanda's kills too, so that helps.
Well, killing you too.
Well, and also hit me. Yeah, she has a tendency to hit me with her. She has a tendency to hit me when I'm trying to kill somebody. And she's like, I didn't hit you. Like, by the way, guys, if you guys hadn't seen my last video I did with her, and she'll still to this day deny shooting at me. But I got a clear video.
Right in here.
No, you were recording.
I did too that night.
Not the when you shot me. I recorded that.
I shot you again with my video.
Oh yeah, okay. But yeah.
My 2-hour video I did.
It wasn't 2 hours, it was only an hour.
Well, hour and 50 minutes.
But anyways, I did a video with her. How long back was that? We did that?
4 days ago.
About 4 days ago?
Yeah.
I have clear proof, and she'll deny this, but I have video proof proving that she hates me on live stream. Because if you guys watch the video, it's plain and simple. She shoots me. I had like
I tried to get the other guy.
I had like a smidge of health left, and I was trying to kill this guy, get some health. The guy moved, and as soon as the guy moved, shoom, bam, right hit me. And then I'm like, you bitch, you shot me. And she started laughing. And then I'm like, she's like, I didn't mean to. Bullshit.
Fuck me.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I killed like 4 people up here.
But yeah, guys, if you don't believe me, go watch that video from 4 days ago, and you'll see the hate.
Well, I admit that that one I did on purpose.
Yeah, but the other one you did on purpose too. Don't lie.
I didn't. The guy ran from you.
He was in front of me, like he was in. Guys, okay, you know how you guys go into the stance in this game, right? You see how I'm in stance. The guy was like coming towards me in stance, and as I went to back away to keep him getting hit, he ran the opposite way and man shot me and hit me. And then when I called her out on it, she's like, I didn't mean to, and then she started laughing. That's to me a dead giveaway that she actually meant to do it. She can deny it all she wants. I don't care what she says.
You know you love me.
Well, I must. I play games with you.
I motherfucker.
Damn, we're already at the point where they're at breaking point already.
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick.
Victory!
Woo! 606.
Hey.
Oh my God!
I got. Oh fuck!
I got the mark of the beast.
No, that was me.
That was me.
No, it was me.
Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was me.
You had 500.
Okay, thank God. Oh God. Be gone, Satan.
Robin, 666. I had 666 across the screen.
And by the way, guys, like I said in my last video, don't take anything I say on that GTA video to heart. And please, God, don't do drugs. Please. I was only doing that to joke around and make and voice my opinion. That's just me. I voice my opinion about stuff. That's just who I am. I can't help it.
Well, if they was to choose, do we?
No. You can still get in trouble for weed, guys. I don't care what people say.
Yeah, but it's healthier.
It is, yes. Yeah, okay. I'll admit that. It is healthier for you, but it's illegal. Still.
Who are you going with?
I'll guess I'll go to my Viking, I guess. Fuck it.
I'll go with Pitchfork guy or lady.
But like I said, guys, if you watch me and Jason's video of my, you gotta use a Vasguard, babe. That's an assassin.
Fuck me.
Anyhow.
What the fuck?
Anyways, guys, like I said, if you watched my last video I posted of my GTA, don't like ignore the whole conversation. I was just saying that to be, because we was doing a mission on there about stealing drugs and stuff like that from people, and I brought it up as a conversation thing. How, you know, how different drugs affect people. Like weed makes people have the munchies and
Paranoid.
either paranoid, yeah, it either makes you paranoid, munchies, or makes you lazy. I was just voicing my experience.
You captured Zone A.
I mean, because
You lost Zone C.
but yeah, like I've never done pot in my life, but I've seen people smoke it. I'm not, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it's okay to do it, because, but me personally, I really hang out with potheads any day.
Zone C.
That's just my opinion.
Same here.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, guys, I do drink, but not, I'm not a raging alcoholic. I'm one of those drunks that get drunk on...
And dance.
No, I only did that once. I did that one time, and the only reason why I did that at that one time, because I was actually having a real good time. I was actually, you know, having fun. I was getting drunk with Anthony, having a good time, hanging out with just me and Anthony, and it was fun. But that was a one-time thing. I haven't done it since. But you gotta think, guys. If you guys don't ever, and I've learned this over the course since I've, you know, I can't drink as much as I used to. I still can, but I can't handle certain alcohol that I could before, because my stupid ass mixed those Mike's Hard Lemonade and Mad Dog 2020, and what was those other ones? I had Mad Dog 2020, Mike's Hard Lemonade, vodka, and those little teeny shot glasses had 6 different shots in it. But you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, there was a shot. Anyways, guys, the alcohol I was drinking, it was a shot glass. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It was a shot glass. It had 6 different, like it had like a divider. It had like a divider. It had 6 different alcohols in it. So you gotta think, I had that Mad Dog 2020, the blue Mad Dog, matter of fact. But don't drink. Don't drink either, because unless it, and not until you get to a certain age. Don't be like a 16-year-old going around getting drunk. No.
Yeah.
Wait until you're about what?
21.
But yeah, wait till you're 21, and then if you want to have a few beers with your friends, that's fine.
Wait till you're able to get an ID.
But don't get drunk and do dumb shit. Like
And
don't drink and drive, because that shit you'll definitely get yourself hurt. If you're gonna drink, do it responsibly. Stay, if you're gonna get drunk, stay home. Or if you're drunk, if you're at a friend's house, stay at his house. Or if you got somebody, if you're drinking, and you got somebody's house, and you got somebody that's sober and that has a driver's license, or whatever,
Let them take you home.
have them take you home, and then, but you have to have somebody follow the person that's driving you home so they can get back where they're going. But yeah, okay. If you don't have a designated driver, if you know you're gonna get drunk when you're there, hand your keys to your friend and say, look, I'm gonna, if I'm gonna get drunk, I'm gonna stay here tonight. You mind if I crash? And whatever. And then stay there, have a good time, sober up, go home next day. Don't get 3 sisters when drunk and go, I'm gonna go home. Because you can either there's a lot of things that can happen to you drinking and driving, guys. Trust me. I mean, I hate to say it, I'm not trying to give you guys a lecture. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just trying to keep the younger generation of people safe. I mean, like, I don't have to worry about driving because I know how to drive, but I can't because I have seizures.
Victory!
But still, I know better. But there's sometimes I just want to sit back and have a good time. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's occasional drinking and then full-blown alcoholic. And there's a difference between full-blown alcoholic, which you drink 24/7, which that will fuck your liver up quick, and then you be laying there in the hospital with either alcohol poisoning or something. You don't want that either. Alcohol poisoning is not fun either. I never had it personally, but I know somebody that had it, and it is not fun. I ain't gonna say names, but yeah.
Studied a what? A Vanguard?
Yes.
Uh.
But like I said, guys, as far as like the stuff I was saying in GTA, please don't do it. Please. Just
Do not do drugs, sir.
be responsible and don't do drugs and stay in school and graduate. That is your best. That is your big. Trust me. You guys might not think it's a big thing right now, but trust me, when you graduate, it's the most happiest day of your life. It's like my mom said, it's like a reward. It's the most happiest thing other than childbirth, but still, that's comes close. But
It's a second.
Childbirth is like way on top of that, but still, graduating high school, you actually can tell. Yeah, you can actually say to yourself, "Oh my God, I did it! I actually graduated high school, and I'm still alive. I didn't do dumb stuff like everybody else that I know and screw up my life." And please don't be bullies in school. Please, God, don't do it either. Because, trust me, guys, being a bully in school, you have no idea how much damage it's doing to the person you're bullying.
And please stay as a virgin as long as you can.
Yes, and that's another thing, guys. If you are, I'm not saying anybody is, but if you are a virgin in high school, Do not let your friend
You captured
pressure
Zone
you
A.
into being. Don't like somebody say, "Oh yeah, you're a virgin." Ha 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 ha. You know, who cares? If you know, whatever. If you want to be one, fine. I was one until I was 18. I had friends like, "Hey man, you need to get, you need to get this, you need to get that." I didn't care.
I was one
I stayed one until I graduated high school. Yeah, well, that don't count. But still, guys. But like I said, I know we're getting a little too carried away about the whole whatever. But that's just our opinions. If you're in high school and you're whatever,
You captured Zone C.
don't let nobody change you. Don't let nobody tell you, "Oh yeah, you need to, you're weird if you're not blah blah this and that." Who cares? It's your life. It's your life, your choice. Just be you. If you don't want to hang out because you ain't like cool like them, go find somebody else to be friends
don't
with.
get in strangers' hearts.
Yeah, that definitely don't do that either. A lot has changed, guys, since I was you guys' age, as subscribers. When I was 15, 16, you know, in school, you didn't have to worry about this. People getting kidnapped. You could actually trust people. But that was, like 2000s and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's like, no, you can't do that shit anymore. You can't just go down the street and get somebody's car. But now, if you know them, if you like, say if it's a friend of yours from school, or somebody like your friend's mom, that's different. That's a different story. If you know them, that's completely different. But if you don't know them, don't get in the car. Say no and keep walking. And if he follow you, get to the nearest house you can find and run. Yeah, if you're getting followed by somebody, either find the nearest house
Or a cop.
or the nearest cop. Or if you can't find either one, run. Run to the nearest neighborhood or house you can find.
Or to a gas station.
Yeah, anywhere you can make it to that you know you're close to. If you're not close to a house, anywhere you're next to, run to there and go inside and tell the people behind the counter, "Look, there's somebody following me, and it's scaring me." You know what I mean? Like, don't be like, "Oh, I'll get your car," and then you just and you're just whatever. And you're just asking for it, basically. I know I'm going too much into detail, guys, and carrying on and ranting and raving, but I'm trying to keep my subscribers, especially the young subscribers, safe from this fucked up world nowadays.
And don't wear revealing clothes.
Yes, especially these girls nowadays. Oh my God, I've seen girls that's like 15, 16. They look like they're 18.
The enemy rallied.
That's just no. Because there's people out there that they see that they think you're older than what you are, and then they come and then when you're not, they whatever. I ain't gonna say what, but still.
We're just looking out for the younger generation.
Yeah, especially that. You know. I know we're getting too much into detail. This turned into like a Jerry Springer show almost.
Enemy team is breaking.
It's Jerry Springer, but us playing games. But we're not Jerry Springer. We're just giving our opinions.
We're just looking out for the younger generation.
Well, no, we're just giving our opinions on how this world is. This world has changed a lot since, that I can remember. It's changed. It never used to be like this. Especially people getting killed over dumb shit. You never had to worry about that stuff ever. I mean, yeah, there was occasional maybe car accident every once in a while, but not like
Victory.
it was never like serious. And if somebody did get in a car accident, it was either them being stupid or them drag racing and losing control of the car. it wasn't about this other shit going on. I know. I've seen it. By the way, to the people that's watching, well, I had 3 people. Like I said, by the way, thank you for the support, and I'm sorry for Britton and Raven about shit. I'm just trying to, like this man said, we're trying to look out for the younger generation, because you guys got a lot to learn, and plus a long life ahead of you. And I know I've had somebody in my family that was young well, I wouldn't say he was getting bullied, but he was going through some hard times, and you know, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't want to say it because how can you say it without saying that? I don't know how to word it. That's my problem. Like, I don't know how to word it good enough where people can understand what I'm trying to get at here.
Let's just say he passed away.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna go into full detail. But he was my cousin, and he has some personal stuff going on, and passed away at a very, very young age. He was 15 and a half, going on 16. He was almost 16 years old. And that was the saddest, that to me was the saddest point in my life, because I seen him a week before, and he was happy to see me. You know, we haven't seen, because you know he was my close cousin. He was on my dad's side of the family. He was real close. We were real close cousins. We didn't see each other all the time, but when we did see each other, it was like, you know, we was both happy to see each other. We gave each other hugs and said, we told each other we loved them. We loved each other. Like cousins supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to. I don't care if you guys have cousins don't stand them. I don't care. They're your family. I got cousins to this day. I still tell that.
You
too.
lost Zone C.
You know what I mean?
You
like I'm
captured Zone A.
just weird. I tell my friends I do that. I tell certain friends I love them.
So do I.
And some people nowadays don't. When you do tell them that, they give you a look like, where the hell are you from? And guys, by the way, and that's another thing I'm gonna tell you guys, out of my experience. If you guys are in a, let's say you guys go out to eat with somebody,
Zone C.
and you see somebody like a, I don't know, not okay, like a little, let's say you're in a restaurant, and you're sitting there, and you're trying not to eavesdrop, and you hear a conversation about being somebody's birthday. You got a little bit extra cash to spare. Make their day. Walk up to them and say, "Here, this is for you for your birthday. Happy birthday." I've done that myself.
You actually did that a couple times.
I've done it twice, but the first time I did it, it was this little girl was about what? The first one. She was 3, and I was me, my mom, my child's mother at the time when I was still seeing her, and my daughter. We was all sitting around having McDonald's, and I'm sitting there trying to eavesdrop, and I heard her grandparents say to her, "This is your birthday. What do you want to get for your birthday?" And me being the nice guy I am, I took what I think it was like $4. Had a little extra cash on me. I took $4, 4 ones, and walked over to the people and said, "Look, I'm sorry to bother you, but this is for your granddaughter for her birthday." And they gave me the weirdest look, guys. Like, but it made me feel good as a person to be nice to somebody, to complete strangers. I'm just that nice. I can't help it. That's the way I was raised. I was raised to be nice to people, no matter who they are or how they are. I'm just that way. My father was the same way. And another time I did that, I went to Giovanni's down the street from where I live, and there was a little girl going to be turning 5. And I think it was a $5 bill. I think was it a $5 bill.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I remember it. The little girl wasn't there at the time at the party. Her mom was in there setting the party stuff up, and I walked in. I seen the party stuff getting put up, and I seen how old she's gonna be. I went and sit down at the booth, took my wallet out, took out $5, and walked into the other room and told her mom, "Hey, look, this is for your daughter for her birthday." And the look on the mother's face was priceless, because she was shocked. But that to me just made my day, because people don't do that anymore. People are not nice like that anymore. And when you are nice to somebody, they give you that look like you know, they give you that look like, what planet are you from? But that's what's wrong with this. To me, that's what's wrong with this world. Nobody's. I mean, I'm not saying everybody's not kind. I'm sure people are out there. I'm sure there's kind people out in this world. I ain't saying all people are bad. But like I said, if you're at any kind of whatever, and you hear somebody's birthday or whatever, if you got extra money,
Enemy team is breaking.
you know, walk up to the person and say, "Here, this is for your daughter for her birthday."
Oh, you.
And then it makes you feel 10 foot tall when you're nice to somebody, because they look at you like, "Oh my God, you have to do this," and you're telling them like, "Don't worry about it." You don't. Yeah, this person don't know you from Adam. This woman that I gave the money to didn't know me. She didn't know me. I didn't know her. She didn't know me. And I seen it was her daughter's birthday, and I kindness of my heart took money that I could have used for whatever, and gave it to her daughter for her birthday.
Victory!
As a gift from me. As just being nice. And the mom looked at me and said, "Thank you." And that made my day. Even the little girl came in. As I was handing the money to her mother, the little girl came in, the birthday girl came in as I was handing the money to her. And the little girl walked up to mommy and said, you know, how the kids are. "Hi, mommy," you know, that kind of thing. And she's like, "Look, this man's wanting to give you something for your birthday, sweetie, for a gift." And I handed her $5. She's like, "What do you say to the nice man?" She's like, "Thank you." And that made my day. That was the sweetest thing ever in my life. I've experienced, you know, I've had a few other people say thank you. But that little girl just made my day, because it was the cutest thank you ever. I mean, I've had a lot of kids tell me thank you, but not little girl. Don't expect it. It ain't looking. Like,
Yeah.
she's just a little girl. It's like she don't know what's going on, and all she sees is this strange guy standing there holding money in his hand. But you know, I'm just that kind of person. If I got money, I try to do right by other people. Like my neighbors. I got neighbors, guys. Where I live in a one-bedroom. We live in a one-bedroom apartment. Me, man, and my mom. We sleep in the living room. Mom's got her own room. But
We just had a cookout yesterday.
yeah, we had a cookout.
Or no, the day before.
Well, actually, no.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
But no, I'm talking about that. There's a neighbor that moved in front of us, guys. And me being the nice guy I am, I went out, we took her shopping, and I paid for her food.
You lost Zone A.
She was short cash,
You lost
and me
Zone
being
B.
the nice guy I am and how I was raised, I took it upon myself to help her out. And she felt so bad, but I told her, like, look, you don't owe me a dime for this. I'm doing
You
this
captured
to
Zone A.
be neighborly. This is how I am. You don't owe me a dime. I'm the same way when it comes to moving. If I help somebody move, they want to pay me, I tell them flat out, don't pay me. You don't owe me. You don't owe me nothing. But I've been offered to be paid for helping move people, and I told them, look, no, I don't want the money. I don't need it. I'm doing this because I'm just being nice. I just want to be nice and help you out because you need help, and I'm just being neighborly. I've done it. I've moved. Since I've been living here in this apartment, I've moved more than 4 people out of these apartments. Because if I hear racket out, because I'm that kind of person, if I'm sitting in the house and I hear racket outside, because I got really good kind of, I wouldn't say real good hearing, but I got good enough hearing where I can hear certain things. And I'll go outside and I'll see if I see somebody out there having trouble or whatever, and I see one person moving this or that, and I'm like, hey, you guys need help.
You lost Zone A.
They go, yeah. And I walk up and I do my good deed for the day. I help them. And when they look at me and say, how much do I owe you? And I say nothing. And they look at me like, what? I don't owe you anything for this? I'm like, no, you don't owe me a dime. That's what's wrong. People
You captured Zone A.
I've done that for elderly people at Walmart. Walked outside and seen an elderly woman loading a shopping cart, or trying to unload a shopping cart
I've done that.
by herself. I've done that. Well, I've done that more than once in my life, and I'm 33 years old, and I still to this day do it. If I'm out somewhere and I see an elderly woman needing help with a shopping cart, I don't care what I'm doing. I could be walking back to the van. I don't care. I'll help her. I'll do what I can to help because that's just who I am.
Right on top of me.
I'm just that way. I can't help it. There's nothing wrong with showing compassion to certain people. Yeah, you gotta watch who you are not. You gotta watch certain people you're nice
You lost
to.
Zone A.
But there are good people in this world.
Yep.
I know it's hard for some of you people to believe, but there is decent people in this world. I just happen to be one of them. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being decent. Especially, and that's the other thing, guys. If you see somebody in the store, strike up a conversation. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being nice to strangers. I've been in the stores, I don't know how many times, and seen somebody. I see this girl, guys, and this is no lie. I was standing in, I think it was a McDonald's in Jackson, and I got tattoos on my back. I got tattoos on my arm. I got tattoos on my neck. I got tattoos. I wouldn't say everywhere, but almost. I'm almost covered in tattoos.
You lost Zone A.
And this woman had musical, I guess you want to say musical notes tattooed on her, I think it was her left arm, I think.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'm standing in the line waiting for my food, and I was with a friend of mine. Anyways, and I'm standing in the line, and this woman's standing there, and I just made the comment. I'm like, I love your artwork. It's cool. That is the coolest thing ever. And she looked at me and said, "Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it."
Well, there's one.
Yeah, and then there's one girl there's one girl I had these big
You captured Zone B.
what do you call them, hoops? The ones that make
Yeah.
your ears real big.
Enemy team is breaking.
And I think it was a cashier. That's what it was. It was a cashier. She was about, I don't know, she's about maybe 20ish, maybe a little younger.
Yeah.
And I'm standing in the line. It was me, Mom, Amanda, and our neighbor. And I was standing there. We used to get ready to cash out, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I love your piercings. They're cool. They're neat looking.
They had the ones that are easy to skin.
Yeah, that's what it was. They had ones that went into the skin, and it actually stuck out, but it was stuck onto the ear.
No, she had it on her arm. She had the 3 on her arm.
Oh yeah. And I made a comment to her about it.
It was pretty cool.
I've made comments to people about tattoos. I made comments to people about their shirt. Especially if I see a shirt that has like AC/DC or like some kind of band that I like listening to, like Black Sabbath or any kind of band that I've heard in my, you know, of me listening to music. I'm a big oldies fan. I like old school rock. I like Motown music. Basically anything like I like
From the oldies.
from like the 60s and 70s, 80s era. That's, well, no, it's not just my mom's fault, guys. It's my aunts. My Aunt Kathy, my Aunt Emma, my Grandma Reed. Everybody on my mom's side of the family was a big, all about Motown. Like Jackie Wilson, the Four Tops, the Supremes, Dinah Ross, Little Richard, the Temptations. All the good stuff back in those days.
And the Statler brothers.
Yeah, I was around all that stuff.
And Elvis.
Well, not really much Elvis. I like certain things from Elvis, but I also like some stuff from Willie Nelson. I do like there's one song from Willie. There's certain Willie Nelson songs I like, but I'm not a big country fan. I like Willie Nelson, some of his stuff. But as far as like music goes, guys, I'm more like AC/DC, Metallica, Ozzy for damn sure. Disturbed. You know, just stuff like that. But me personally, if I had a choice to pick what kind of music I would listen to all day, 24/7, it would be oldies. But that's just me.
I was raised up on oldies because my grandma lay.
That's just me personally, guys. You guys, your newer generation, don't know the Doobie Brothers and all that stuff like I do. You probably like, who the fuck's...
Or CCR.
Oh yeah, or CCR. If you guys don't know, okay, I'm sorry, but if you guys don't know who CCR is, go watch Werewolf in London. Because they have...
Well, and the one that, what was that football one?
So they didn't play in the CCR didn't play in that one.
Longest Yard. Where they're in prison.
They wasn't.
Have you ever seen the Ray?
Oh yeah. But anyways, if you guys don't know who CCR is, go watch those two movies because there's two real good songs. Actually, CCR is good anyways, but still. Maximum Overdrive. Oh, and that's another thing, guys. If you guys are a big fan of like truck movies, I guess you want to call it, like semi trucks killing people, I guess you want to call it that. And you like a little bit of rock and roll mixed in with it, watch that movie.
Which one did you pick, babe?
I haven't done nothing yet. I went with my 6 matches like I've done before with the samurai and
the 15 of any type.
Yeah.
And then there's 4 executions and deathmatch.
Yeah, I haven't done that one yet.
We got 4 tributes.
But I know this is supposed to be a gaming channel, guys. I'm really sorry if I go off course. I just can't help it. I'm just that way. I'm I'm what do you call it? I got ADD real bad. I guess. I'm like that guy. I like that dog off of the movie Up. Talk about something squirrel. But saying squirrel, I'm like, ooh, there's something else going on here. I'll go from talking about games to, ooh, piece of candy. You know, I'm just weird. But I try to keep you guys, like, I'm trying to give you guys, like, I don't know how to put it. How you want to, I don't know how to, see, I have trouble wording certain things right to make it come out right instead of, like, creepy. Kind of. But if you, like I said, if you guys gonna do something nice for, like, for people, like help them out, don't come out like, don't come off as a, what do you call it? Weird, right? I guess that's a good way to put it. Just be kind to people and say, and walk. If you want to be nice and help, and be nice to somebody, walk up and say this number. Yeah, and that's another thing, guys. If you go to a cashier and you're, like, there's cashier ways that work up the street from me at Dollar General. And every day, I don't care what day it is, if I'm in a bad mood, good mood, I don't care what day it is, what it is. I'll walk in there, I don't care if I'm pissed off the fucking world, I don't care. I've been in there 100 times pissed off about something. But they're always really, really sweet to you. Especially the ones up this Dollar General. They're really sweet and kind to you when you walk in. They walk in, you wave, they say hi, how you doing? But I always try to give them compliments. At least try to. That's just being nice. Because certain people can be having a bad day, and you can.
Shit, I forgot to.
And you can sit there and say you look nice today, and that right to make their day.
I forgot to hit. Jesus, there, Brian.
Look at this one. She's over there looking down at her phone.
I was. I was just zoned out.
You always do.
I can't help it.
Oh, another thing, if you guys want to be happy in your life, please find you a gamer. If you want to find a woman that has your traits, like you're a gamer or whatever, find somebody that actually likes doing stuff you like to do. You like going out and playing basketball. You like going out hiking or whatever you like doing. Find somebody that actually likes doing stuff you like to do. Like take Monty for instance, guys. I wouldn't say big time gamer. I used to be real bad when I was in my teens. I'm not as bad. Even my mother can tell you guys. When I was in my teens, I was 24/7 time I got the time. I came, when I would go to school, I would be in school all day. Come home, take my shoes off, and sit in front of the game until fucking that next night. And thank God for my dad, because it wouldn't have been him getting on me about mowing grass and shit. I would have never done anything. I would have been on my ass 24/7 in front of that TV all day long. But like I said, when I was younger, I didn't care. If you think about it, if it makes sense, I didn't understand. Yeah. My brain was like, oh, you're 16, you don't have to worry about doing this and doing that. It was like, oh, you're 16, do what you want. You know how to pay bills. All you do is go to school, you'll be alright. Just play games all day long. But my father, being him, made sure I did mowing, especially on summertime. I didn't have, my summer was cutting grass when it needed it.
My summers was growing gardens.
Rest of the time my summer times, guys, this tells you how good my summers were when I was a teenager. Rest of the time when I was in the summertime, I had friends. Especially my good buddy Jeff. You guys have seen him on this channel, heard him on this channel. He would come over every summer. If it wasn't him, it was somebody else to come over to my house. and I was either gone doing something with them, or I was somewhere out doing something. If I wasn't out doing something, I was outside riding a bike or whatever. I was usually never home. I was always home at night. And then at night, my dad would chase me off the TV anyway, so I didn't really get TV no matter what. So, because my father was the kind of type, he would fall asleep in his rocking chair. Okay, and he would fall asleep and snore in his chair. This just tells you how crazy my father was. I loved him to death. Don't get me wrong. My father made no sense. But he was the kind of type, he would fall asleep watching Star Trek. Okay. But for some reason, he knew when I would turn that damn TV off. He knew. If I turned the damn TV off and put my PlayStation on, since you guys remember the PlayStation sound like it turned on, he would be dead asleep, snoring, mind you, and wake up and go, "What'd you turn that shit off? I was watching it." Like you were snoring. No, I wouldn't.
My dad would do the same thing.
And that would drive me so fucking crazy, guys. To the point where I'm like, Dad, you was snoring. Go back to bed. I wasn't asleep. I was snoring. I was rushing my eyes. I'm like, whatever, Dad. And then I would get so mad and turn the gang off and go back to my room. But I had what kids don't have nowadays: toys.
And kids listen to your parents.
Yeah, that too.
They know that best.
So, well, of course, back then we didn't do what I had done. If you didn't listen to your parents, you got either
a belt, a switch.
Yeah, I got the switch once.
A shoe.
I didn't get the shoe. And honestly, guys, this is my opinion. They should bring back whippings in school. Because when I was in school, if you got in trouble in school by the principal, they had a paddle. And this is no bullshit, guys. They had a paddle. My principal did in his office. It was a long paddle. It had what, 4 little holes drilled into it.
I remember that.
Okay. This was the fucked up part. If you got whipped at school, guess what? When you got home, you got 10 times worse. So you instead of getting whipped one time, you got it twice. So you think, okay, I got whipped at school, I ain't gonna get it home. Bullshit. And trust me, your parents, and they would call your parents, and you would think, oh yeah, your parents don't know about you lying to your teacher. Yeah, okay. I came home, I can't tell you guys, I came home how many times from school. And get in trouble at school for lying to my teacher about doing my homework. I go out, with first time I did this, I thought, okay, they didn't call my parents. I'm cool, I'll be alright, Dad won't know about it, he just, whatever.
Hey, quit this for a minute so I can switch mine.
I'll tell you this right now, guys. Just pick another character, baby. I'll tell you this right now. And this is how slick my father was. He picked me up from my cousin's house. Now, this is when I got dropped off. I wasn't able to get dropped off my house because the way the school system. Samurai, babe.
The blue, right?
Yeah. Anyways. But this, like I said, this is how I knew that's how sly my father was. He picks me up, and I knew something was up because usually when I come home from school, he asks me how school went and how's my friends and how's this, how's the school work. Not a peep. All the way from the time he picked me up, all the way home, not one word. And that right there was the most terrifying thing in my life. Because mind you, my father was 6'3", and pretty good stocky guy for his height. Okay? So, more than once. But I was literally shaking the whole way home. Because I knew I was fucked. I didn't say it out loud, but I knew in my head, I'm like, oh God, I'm so dead. Because I knew, he knew. And like I said, I went home, he didn't say anything. A couple hours go by, I'm thinking, oh, he must have forgot, you know, or something. I'm thinking, okay, he forgot. Yeah. I got this. Nathan Edward Dingus. Get your ass in here. You're in trouble. I'm like, oh shit. I knew I was mad. I knew I was in trouble when he said my full name. I was like, oh god, I'm fucked. Sure enough, that was the first time my dad ever he literally told me this word. Go outside. That's the first time he ever made me get a switch. I never forget it. Cause my dad was the kind of parent, when he would whip you, he would actually use his hand on your ass. He'd pull your pants down and whip your bare ass. He didn't care how old I was. He would pull my pants, he'd bend me over his leg and pull my pants out and whack right across my ass. But that day, for some reason, I don't know why, possessed him to make me go outside and get a switch. And I was crying. I was sitting there thinking, like, oh god, I'm dead. He's gonna take this switch and he's gonna break it over my ass just with one smack. And that is the worst fear ever you would ever experience as a kid. And the thing is, now I think about it, I think Dad was in the house laughing it up because he's like, haha, look at this dumb ass guy getting a switch. I'm not gonna use it on him. But when you're a kid, you're like, oh, you're like, you're crying and shit, like, no, he's gonna kill me. Yeah, you guys would have had to understand my father. He wasn't the kind of type to kill you, but that look he would give you when he was in trouble, Well, my father was kind of father. He would, if you was in trouble, this is how my father was, guys. If you was in trouble, if somebody in the house snitched on you, like to the point where you was actually in really trouble, like bad, my father was not the kind of father that sit in the house and wait till you came home. No. He would walk through the kitchen, out, open the back door. We had two doors in our house. We had a front door and a back door. And the back door went out to his garage. He would walk outside and stand outside the door and scream your name. And he didn't use just your first name. Oh, no. It was your full name. And when you heard your full name, you was like, oh God, I'm dead. Like, you told your friends, like, if I don't come back in a week, send a search party. That kind of, you was like, oh God, I've done something. That's what you knew you fucked up. That's what right there what scared me the most, because I knew when Dad used my full name, I was either in trouble or he was looking for me, because that time I would take off and wouldn't tell him I was going. I would just take off. I did that one time. I did that one time. The rest of the time I did it, he done my full name when I was in trouble. One time I took off, I went to a neighbor's house. Didn't tell my mom, didn't tell my dad. I came home from school, didn't even go in the house. I took my stuff in on the swing. Got on the bike, took off down to the neighbor's house. Gone for about, maybe an hour? Maybe not even that. I wasn't gone that long. And I can remember it, guys. He came out the house. He came out the back door and screamed my name, bloody murder. I was like, oh God, I'm dead. I walked to the house. He's like, where the hell you been, boy? And I'm like, I just went down over to the neighbors. Well, you didn't tell me. I'm like, you guys were kind of busy. I didn't want to bother you. You know, you all were kind of busy-ish. I didn't want to bother you. He's like, you could have waited till you got. I'm like, no. I'm like, I ain't coming in the house unless it's that. No. I'm like, I put my stuff on. I told him, like, you all were busy. I put my stuff on the porch and took off. I ain't gonna tell you what they was doing, but you get my point. But that was one time I didn't do anything to get in trouble, and he still yelled at me just because I didn't tell him where I was going. Well, no, that I'm saying, but you know, I ain't gonna say because it's kids that watch, but I'm sure you guys the older people know what I'm talking about when I say they was doing something. Henry and Mom was doing something. I ain't gonna say what. Did you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying? But like I said, that was the one time.
I gotta get one more order in that. Okay.
That was the one time I ever remember him ever yelling at me for not saying where I went. Rest of the time, Dad was always on the porch, so when I would go to leave, he'd be on his porch swinging back and forth. He's like, where you going? We'll go see such. All right, be careful. All right, later. Love you. Give him a kiss and leave. But also, I knew when to be back. There was a rule. This rule don't apply to kids nowadays, but there was a rule when I was growing up.
The street lights come on.
Exactly. When it started getting okay, well, when I lived that, there was no such thing as street lights. We had one light. It was the light where the trailer park was next to where we lived.
Yeah.
There was a big pole that was right there. It's a big light pole. And my dad always told me, this is when I was like 15, 16. I was still, I was still told you need to be home at this hour. He told me if you ain't home by the light, if you ain't home by the time it starts getting dark, you're in deep shit. So if I was at a friend's house, I knew when it started getting dusk out, hey, I gotta go. He's like, oh man, why don't you stick around? I'm like, you don't know my dad. Trust me, I gotta go. I'm like, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. I'm like, I'll be back over tomorrow. I'll see you guys after school, kind of thing.
I had to hit something.
But my friends didn't know what I meant until they met my father. And they're like, oh, now we know what you mean. I'm like, duh. But, back, when I was a kid, we didn't have, money. So my first go-kart, guys, was one made just, basically welded together with tack welding. Literally, that was my first go-kart. It was literally a go-kart made out of metal. It was two pipes welded together, a welded piece of metal in the center, steering wheel, and pedals.
Did you have to drag it up the hill?
No. Luckily me had a motor already put on it from where my brother owned it, but still it was a heavy down. But I did with it. I did what I could until I wore it out and broke it. I did. I made a piss of that thing.
I want this guy.
And that tells you how poor we were. We weren't really poor, but we was poor to the point where if I wanted a four-wheeler, I was basically my four-wheeler I had was a power wheel. That was my four-wheeler. But like I said, I had hand-me-down stuff. I had, if you want to go kart, just go out there in the junkyard, out here in the yard, go dig it out of the tree, and we'll fix it. It was just a way to sit. It was a big old, what do you call those trees? They had the green, those acorn shits on them. You know what I'm talking about?
The pine cone tree?
Yeah, pine cone tree. He had a big pine cone tree right next to our house, and it was a go-kart between that tree. It was our house, tree, go-kart. And I see now, I'm like, oh, I want the thing so bad. I begged him and begged him until he, yeah. I begged him and begged him to fix that thing. And that was, what? I think I was like 13. Oh no, I was 9. I was 9. And I finally one day, it was summertime, finally talked him into building it for me. And by I mean building it, he just rigged it to work. He didn't actually make it brand new. He rigged it good enough to where it would run and pull me. That was my go-kart. But I had rules. I wasn't allowed on the road with it. I wasn't allowed to go up the road to the neighbor's house. I was allowed to go in the backyard on the track we had, or on the little track I had in the backyard. That was it. And kids, you guys will never understand what it feels like to have gasoline poured on you. That is not fun. The reason why I know that because my mother, on accident, was filling my go-kart up one day, and instead of hitting the actual funnel, it went funnel me. Thank God it wasn't no match involved, because we went, ah! And the thing was, guys, the way it made it worse, instead of me having a shirt on, I'm sitting out here, it's like, what, 80 degrees, maybe 90, maybe. This is like when the weather was actually normal, and actually not on off his meds, okay? So I'm riding this go-kart, it's like maybe 80, 90, almost 100 degrees outside. And I had no t-shirt on, shorts. I'm not talking like shorts, not like these ones I got now. I'm talking like shorts, like cut-off shorts. Like blue jeans cut off into shorts kind of thing. And I come around with the go-kart, it starts running out of gas. Here's my mom standing there. Not putting her down or anything. I love my mom. I know it was an accident, but I can still give her hell about it because it's fun.
You gotta take this guy.
But like I said, I'll come pulling around my little track that Dad had picked out for me, and it's like sputting and splittering and shit like that. And I pull up, and it dies. It's sitting there running still, and it had like that much of the tank, barely running. And I'm like, Ma! And of course, I had to yell a little bit louder than that, but I ain't gonna yell that loud. And I'm like, Ma, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, get that gas tank. It had a gas can. It was yellow, guys. Old gas can. They don't make these anymore. But, I'm like, can you get that gas can there and put gas in this go-kart for me? She's like, where's that? I'm like, right there next to the, I think it was a old basketball rim we had sitting up at the time.
That was it.
Oh, no, it wasn't a basketball rim. It was a, it was next to my old dad's old van he had, old hippie van he had outside. But anyways, guys, I pull up. I'm like, Mom, put gas in this thing for me. She's like, well, where's the funnel? The funnel was sitting on the gas can. Well, that wasn't that hard to find. So she goes and gets the gas can, guys. I'm sitting there trying to keep this thing running because when it would blow out the gas, it would die because it wouldn't idling right. So I had to leave it. I was sitting in it. Forgot. My brain wasn't thinking. I was having fun. I was like, it's summertime. I'm having fun riding on the turn up the yard with the go-kart. I'm like, yeah. You know, I'm just happy. So all of a sudden, it went from being like nice and warm to cold within like that. I thought in my brain I was ready. I'm like waiting. I was waiting for him to put the cap on and say go. I'm like no. I thought, I turned around and go, is it raining, Mom? She's like, and I started smelling something. I started smelling like, I get the gas smell. I started smelling gas fumes. I'm like, what the? I'm like, I don't like kid. I'm like, why am I smelling gas? I look down, like, my gas in my arm. Sure enough, I was caked in gas. All down my back. I was caked down my back, down my arms, on my pants legs. All it's caked. And Mom was like, oh, sorry. I got ran in the house. Thing dies. Mom was like, why'd you take off? She hadn't said anything to her. I ran off in the house. I hop in the tub. I take my pants off and everything. I think I have my pants. I don't think I have my jeans on or whatever. I took them off, threw them in the wash. I'm in the tub. I'm in the shower washing off. Mom comes in and is like, "Why'd you get in the shower for? You just hopped one like last night." I'm like, "Mom, you spilled gas on me." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "You literally spilled gas on me, Mom." She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Well, at least I didn't go up in flames. You're good." And I went back. And I went on back to outside and went back to what I was doing. I had shorts on, but still went back to what I was doing. The fucking seat was covered. Even the seat thing I had, the padding, the thing I was sitting on was soaked in gas because it went down. It went down. It went here. It went down up. It went down to the middle part of my back, guys. It went down, all the way down into the crease of my butt, into my sucked my underwear. So basically, I had everything, all part of my body was soaked with gas, and it went through my pants onto the seat cover itself. I'm like, great. But it was still funny though. I ain't gonna ever forget that one. But it was a good. It was for what it was for being a hand-me-down go-kart. It served its purpose. I ran the piss out of that thing to the point where the clutch kicked. It got to the point where the clutch. You guys know what I'm talking about. The clutch on those go-karts. Anyways, the clutch kept knocking against the motor and knocking the chain off. That's how bad. That's how much I ran it. It was already wore out. The motor was already wore out by that point. Anyways, it was old. It was like what, 20-year-old motor, maybe older. Just.
You want this guy? You want me to do it?
Whatever. But anyways, the motor was so bad, it had no spark in it anymore. From how long it sit. That's how long. That tells you how long it sit there before I got a hold of it. And then I ran what was left out of it. But it made some good times. I ain't gonna lie. It was real fun. And kids, if you got dogs that's another thing. If you have dogs that like fireworks, please, God, don't put what do you call those ones that spin and the hoppy ones? The one you're talking about, the ones that spin.
The spinners?
No, the jumping jacks. Please, guys, do not do this. I know firsthand what happens. Do not do it. And I ain't the one that did it. Okay? But still, don't do it. Don't light one and throw it where your dog can reach it. Because he will bite it. And it will explode. But thank God it won't blow his mouth off, but still. But luckily for me, when my dog did it, I ain't the one that threw it into him. My father took it and lit it and threw it too far, and he took his paw and reached in and grabbed it and yanked it towards him. And picked it up with his mouth. And yeah. Let's say there was a fire show coming out of his mouth. But it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident. We didn't think he'd actually grab it. That was like when we first found out, don't do that again kind of thing. It was one of those like, oh God, we don't do that again because it won't happen again. But he was stupid. The dog, you guys would think after the first whatever, he would chase bottle rockets. And I mean, like we'd light him off the porch. He would chase him. We had him on a dog chain, mind you. He would come out of his tree and chase him as they went past him and try to catch him.
My orders are done, except for deathmatch and tribute.
But like I said, guys, please, guys, don't do that. I thank God when I didn't kill the dog. Thank God. I'm surprised he didn't have a heart attack as much as the damn thing barked, but whatever. Thank God I didn't kill him.
Is your NAT good?
No.
Mine's in red.
But like I said, guys, please don't do stuff like that, because I've seen on Facebook where people have done that to dogs, and that's not cool.
And if you have a dog that's afraid of fireworks, keep him inside.
Yes. But if you have a dog, it's the complete opposite. Put him in the house. And then light fireworks off. That way he won't try to jump and catch mortar and shit out of the thing. You know what I'm talking about? No. The thing he caught was that jumping jack thing. He caught it in his mouth, and at the time, thank God, by the time he grabbed it, it was already done with the spinning cycle. When he picked it up, it was shooting the green flame out of his lips. So he had the thing like this, and he had the flame shooting this way. And he bit down, and it went. Poof. It just went. Thank God it go boom. It went poof, like that, and then there's gunpowder on his mouth, on his tongue, and everything. I'm like, ugh. But yeah, if you guys have a dog that likes fireworks, please put him in the house. Especially if you're gonna light mortars off, because yeah, my dog would try to catch him out of midair, and he would also try to catch bullets out of a gun. That's how dumb my dog was when I was a kid. But with that being said, guys, I'm sorry I dragged those conversations on long. I shouldn't have done this as long, but I couldn't help it. You know, I had to do it. It's just me. But if you guys enjoy this and like the stories I say, talk about my childhood. I had a fucked up childhood, I ain't gonna lie. Sort of. It was decent. It was decent, but it had its moments. Especially when you break into a white girl mind that's abandoned and not allowed to be in, and you take you and your friends and light off a homemade bomb in it. Yeah. Don't do that one either. It's called this because this happens. Woo! I ain't gonna go to jail. Thank God for me, I didn't go to jail. But yeah. And I also lit off a homemade bomb in my front yard. That was fun. That was my dad's. That was my dad's doing. My dad was one of those kind of types, so he'd make homemade bombs. Okay. And he made a homemade bomb once. He made them when he was a kid. And me being a typical boy, like boys will be boys. I get the bright idea to take a model car body I had that didn't have no car. I didn't have the actual tires and the bottom part for it. I just had the skeleton itself, the body. I'm like, Dad, go into your homemade bombs real quick. Cause he always told me how him building these things. I always wanted to see how loud they were. Of course, you know when you're a kid, your parents tell you, oh, they're loud. You don't believe them. You know, you want to hear. You want to know if you want to hear it for yourself. Well, I get the bright idea. I go get a, like I said, that little body thing I had. We dig a hole just good enough to put the bomb in the ground, and we lit it off. Okay, so mind you, thank God we had good neighbors. But yeah, we lit it off, and I ain't lying to you guys. When it exploded, because it went, at first I thought it was gonna be done, because it went and then done. I was like, what is this a dud? That's what I thought in my head. I'm like, is this a dud, or am I just imagining this? And all of a sudden, kaboom! It blew a hole, guys, the size of my shoe, the tip of my shoe, almost in the ground. And of course, the car's body was in a billion pieces everywhere in the yard. But it was fun. And made for good memories. Oh, and one more thing before I call it quits. If you guys live in a house that has a porch with a step that goes off to the grass, if you ever run out of water, like if your hot water tank or whatever blows up or quits working, do this old trick and it works. Trust me, I've tried it. Wait till one day it's real nice and raining outside. Go get a little teeny frying pan like you put like mac and cheese or something like that in. Stick it in the crease of your if you got cracked whatever porch. Stick the handle part in the crease of the crack on where the water comes down off your porch. That's how you get water for your house. Why I know this? Because I've done it. And it's the best tasting water ever. Especially if you want to drink water. Yeah, there you go. Just drink rainwater. It don't kill you. It's just natural. What you gonna do? Yep. Nothing. But as far as I said, guys, I'm sorry for rambling on. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see the last two of these orders, go check out Amanda's channel. It won't be tonight. It'll be tomorrow sometime. So I don't know exactly what time tomorrow.
Because we should have more stuff.
Well, no, we got 2 more. It's like 5 in the morning here, guys. This is about our time we watch movies together. So like I said, guys, leave a big old thumbs up. Comment on this video if you guys like the stuff I talked about. Tell your friends, you know, that kind of good stuff. Like, subscribe if you guys are new. And I love you guys. We both do. And we see you on the next video, guys.
Peace out. Have a good week.
Yeah, what she said.
Stay in school. And be cool.
And do your homework. And listen to your parents, please. God,
And
do that.
teachers.
And your teachers. Well, teachers. Well, yeah. Just listen to people that's.
Listen to elders.
Yeah, there you go. Listen to the elderly. That's a good way to put it. And don't treat them like dirt. And you might be one of those typical kids who go, yeah, dad, yeah, mom, yeah, dad, whatever. But trust me, what they say is true. Take it from somebody that's been there. Okay? But with that being said, guys, I love you guys. I love you guys really, really much. Thanks a lot for supporting my channel. All 37 of you guys, thank you. And all of 19 for supporting my fiance Amanda's channel.
I love you guys.
We all, like I said, we all love you.
And thanks for the support.
And thanks a whole bunch, guys. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace out.
Peace out.